out there in social media land. My second version of Taco Tuesday is with my new buddy, Dave Warranty Wilson from Achosa. Dave, I kind of introduced you, but introduce yourself for everybody.
Yeah, thanks a bunch. I'm glad to be here. Dave Warranty Wilson. I'm with Achosa Home Warranty. I'm the senior sales executive out here in Arizona. I'm excited to be with them, excited to spread the word about Achosa Home Warranty because we do things a lot differently than your traditional home warranty, and we can get into that as we move along.
I definitely want to get into that because everybody that knows me, I've been in this business for 18 years. You have never, ever seen me promote a home warranty. Why? As a realtor for 18 years, I have purchased plenty, tons, probably close to 50 home warranties for my clients, including my in-laws, friends, all that stuff. Um, I just know how typically I feel home warranties work, where they're great for the small stuff, they're not for the big stuff. But as a property manager, and the reason I want to help promote Achosa and Dave, or at least give Dave the opportunity to tell us about Achosa, is that they've got a totally different program. As a property manager, the most painful part for us is when a tenant opens a repair request and the owner's got a home warranty, we've got to use that home warranty. The vendors that they use, typically from home warranties, don't have the best reviews, don't really give a crap about emergencies or tenant landlord laws, timeframes, all of those things. Plus, we've got to be the middleman, go to the home warranty, go back to the owner to get paid, all of that stuff. If you're in property management, you absolutely know home warranties are challenging. I know a lot of a lot of property managers across the country will refuse to even use them. They'll make the owner deal with that repair completely on their own. So, David,
Right.
your shot. Tell us how Achosa is different from all of that complaining I just did.
Yeah, all the traditional way of doing home warranties, right? So yeah, I mean, basically, time is the enemy, right? So, with your traditional home warranty, if you didn't know, contractually, they have 48 business hours to contact the homeowner to set an appointment. So, just imagine something happens on a Friday afternoon. You're not even going to get a call to set up an appointment until maybe late Monday, Tuesday at the earliest. And then that appointment could be days in the future whenever they have time because let's face it, these people have families too, and they have to pay bills and they have to eat. So they're going to put their retail rate paying clients in front of the home warranty paying clients because the home warranties pay them like 40 cents on the dollar. So you're not a priority to them. They're just doing it for volume work and to fill in some gaps. And they're usually not the top, contractors in the area. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. And so you're days into the issue before somebody's even coming out and diagnosing it. Now they have to go back to the home warranty company to see if they'll approve it. And if they approve it, now they have to wait for the home warranty company to order parts because they're not allowed to use parts off their truck or in their shop because the home warranty companies get them aftermarket parts because they're cheaper. And now they got to wait for that to come in. Then they got to set up another appointment. Then they got to come out and actually do the repairs. So, I mean, it was
So just
115 degrees last week. I know people are not going to want to wait days, probably weeks before they get an AC repaired, completed.
Well, and just to stop you there before you go on to the next subject, I mean, just the 48-hour response time in Arizona, the law says you got to have it, if it's not fixed today, the tenant gets 130% of the daily rent credit to move into a hotel for the night. Now,
Yeah,
we've got a lot of tenants that will be nice as long as we're going to get there tomorrow. They might stay the night with friends or family, but legally they're allowed to get a hotel. And if you're the landlord, you're paying 130% of the daily rent. So that's not going to cover a stay at the Phoenician. But if it's multiple days before they even get out to assess the problem, you're 2 days in, you're $300-400 into this repair before your home warranty even takes action.
exactly. And when your ROI is or your margins are slim, I mean, a few $100 can make a difference between having a positive or a negative month. So It's
Well,
really
and
important.
your typical home warranty, let's say that they do cover fixing the air compressor. So AC is the biggest emergency in Phoenix.
Sure.
Let's say they do cover the cost of the air compressor. So I just did mine at my house, plus there was a couple of little other parts that needed work done. It was about 750 bucks. Well, I've got a pool at my house too. So to get an average home warranty that will cover pool, that's 700 bucks just for the warranty. So I would have already paid that plus the service fee for them to come out. If this was my rental property and it was a weekend, like we're in our example, and there's another $200 or $300 in hotel costs, I'm at 1,000 bucks already.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a real life example that happened a week ago, Monday. A client called me because they had just moved into their home early June. And so last Monday, whatever day that was, I got a call at 1:57 p.m. saying the AC's not working. First time home buyer. This is the agent calling me. What can we do to help? I said, have them call Achosa's 1-800 number. Their call is going to get answered within 10 seconds. They're going to talk to a human, place the claim, and then all they have to do is get somebody out there. And I said, do you have a recommended AC person? She's like, yeah, I do. I said, perfect. Get them out there and get that diagnosed and repaired. And at 3:59 p.m., so just a little over 2 hours later, that AC is back up and running. Her clients are happy. She's ecstatic. So that's how being able to choose your own contractor and us paying their retail rates is critical in shortening the time frame and having a happy, in your case, a happy tenant.
Yeah. So for all of us property managers, a happy tenant and a happy landlord, knowing that we get to tell them, hey, we're going through your home warranty company, but we're using my AC vendor that's already done work at your house before, or
Right.
that does work for all of my other clients except for you because you're old home warranty, right? So
Right.
we're
A
required.
trusted AC partner, right? So
Yeah.
you know you're not going to get ripped off.
Yeah. I use Ascent Heating and Cooling here locally as one of our favorite vendors.
Yep.
She had her team at my house, so I can tell the vendors, or I could tell my landlords, you're getting the same, you're getting work done from the same people I use at my own personal property.
Yeah.
And from a property manager's perspective, that saves us so much time and hassle, not just knowing and trusting the vendor, but knowing that they're going to get there today. And if they don't, I've got two other backups, right? Um,
Exactly.
the home warranty, like you said, they're looking for 40 cents on the dollar. I hate to besmirch a local company, but there's a company, I won't say what they do, but their name is literally Smokies. Wouldn't be the first person I would look up to hire.
Right.
And their reviews online are absolutely awful, but I can tell you every time we have this specific repair, it seems like 8 out of 10 of those Smokies get sent out. And maybe they're great. It looks like they've been around a long time. Maybe that's why the reviews are bad because they've been around long enough to get them bad. I'm being a little bit sarcastic there. But
Yeah.
yeah, just on the landlord perspective, I would love to be able to tell my landlords, hey, I finally found a home warranty option that will work. And here's why we're getting it done with our people. We can process everything in-house. I don't have to now open a work order, deal with the home warranty company, give them the tenant's info, then also contact the owner and say, hey, now you got to find time in your day to call in, pay your $75 service fee. That's taking me out of the control loop as the property manager, and that's what they're paying me to do is manage these messes. And look, 85% of what we do is maintenance. So
Yeah.
solving this problem would be absolutely huge. And I'm excited to tell my owners about you.
Yeah. It's a perfect program for property management because of that time frame and the ability to use those trusted contractors that you already have relationships with. So it's perfect.
So tell me a little bit about on resale because a lot of realtors may watch this as well, and I'm a realtor too. What do you guys do if I've got a listing? Should I be promoting you in the listing if I've got a buyer? Like how easy is that all set up and how does that work?
Yeah, definitely. So if you have a listing, we have free listing coverage. So it covers your seller during the listing period. And that way you're establishing a history of coverage on the property. And in the event that the buyer does pick up the Achosa home warranty at closing, there's no pre-existing conditions because there's already been a history of coverage.
So light bulb, why not list a property and say an Achosa warranty is included?
Oh, I'd love that. I'd
I
love that.
mean,
The free listing coverage, it's absolutely free. With other companies, there's some catches. One, if you want it to cover AC, you got to pay a little bit extra, right? Or if you ever make a claim, now you're obligated to pay for the buyer's home warranty. Ours, there's no catches, there's no fine print. It's free to the seller. All we want is to put some verbiage in MLS saying, hey, this home is covered with a chosen home warranty. If the buyer wants to continue coverage, contact Dave Warranty Wilson.
and I know for a fact I can put documents in my listing, which could be your flyer and coverages and all of those things.
Yes,
And
exactly.
how much smoother should that transaction go when the buyer does their inspection and wants a bunch of stuff, and I say, hey, six of these will be covered under the home warranty, so don't ask for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's how many deals get lost through the Binzer and inspection process when the buyer wants every single thing that the inspector came up with? And I can already say, look, most of this stuff is minor. And by the way, the ones you're concerned about are probably covered. See the coverage. This is going to transfer. My seller's already paying it for you. Any listing agent, if you can't talk your seller into putting in a few $100s for a home warranty to avoid all this hassle during the inspection period, then you need some training.
Exactly. Exactly. And, hey, when you're competing with other realtors out there, listings are slim, right?
Sure.
And you need every advantage. So go into that listing appointment and say, hey, look, because of my relationship with the Chosen Home Warranty, I'm going to provide you with a free home warranty coverage during the listing period. Might make the difference.
Well, and especially in a buyer's market like this, they're going to ask for everything that comes up. So
Yeah.
to resolve just a bunch of that up front, maybe it'll help communication, which I think is awful between realtors right now. If you're, making an offer on a house that already has this, find out what's included. Anybody that makes an offer, if you're listing this um, as included, make sure that buyer's agent knows what it covers. Have them educate their buyer so that we're not screwing around and spending extra time and going back and forth and, frustrating or pissing off both parties by, going back and forth about minimal or sometimes major repairs that may be covered.
Exactly. Yeah, it could save a deal for
Well,
sure.
I absolutely love it. You guys see Dave and Achosa's info here on the page. I strongly suggest checking them out. This is going to be our newest add-on for HomeQwik, our property management company. I'm doing a video this week introducing Dave and his product to my entire team and my entire client base because I finally have a home warranty company that I think will work super easy and within our daily function and processes as a property manager. So I think you should check it out too. Dave, are you guys just Arizona or nationwide?
We're in 28 different states and growing.
Awesome.
We've been around for 7 years, so this model has proven itself. And we have the highest net promoter score in the industry, not by a little, but by a lot. Our clients give us 9.2 out of 10 stars and highly recommend us to their friends and family. And it's because of the way we do business. It's because of that model.
Well, I love it. I've been waiting for a product like this literally for 18 years that can we just work within the system that we have. I don't want to be the middleman on a home warranty company. I'm happy to use
Right?
it, but let me use my people, man. I'm excited. So I'm excited to promote you. Everybody that's watching this, I think you should have a chat with Dave. Check out their website. I think it's going to be a game changer, and hopefully other folks follow suit. But if not,
Yeah.
I'm choosing Achosa.
Choosing a Choza.
All right, guys. If you're interested on doing one of these with me, just a quick Taco Tuesday chat, I would love to know about your business and promote it. Thank you, Dave Williams from Achosa, and we will see you guys next month on Taco Tuesday.
Thanks, Noel. See
Yeah,
ya.
man, it was awesome.
Bye, guys.